So we're live here from this year's MVP Summit at the Windows Mobile Device Application Development section, actually, and I'm here to welcome Chris Tacke. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Why don't you introduce yourself to us, please?
Sure, my name's Chris Tacke. I'm a device and mobile MVP. I have been for, I think this is my 8th year, maybe 9th year. So I've been doing it for quite a while, been here several times.
Wow, that's so cool to know. So you've really been around for a while. So you're MVP for both disciplines then, device and embedded?
I actually have changed historically. I have been a device MVP some years, embedded some years. It really kind of depends on what I feel like doing. We both fall into the same MVP lead, and he kind of lets me choose what I want to do each year. So I've done a lot of both platform development, driver development, kernel development, as well as a lot of managed code. So I've spanned quite a bit of the breadth.
Oh, so you really know the platform then. So you've done high level and low level, you know the CE side, I'm
Absolutely.
sure. Oh, that's
Yep.
cool. And so you've been around then, you said, for 8 years.
Yes.
So let me think back. So that's at least 4.0 probably CE or then some.
Yes, and then some. I think my first exposure to Windows CE would have been the 2.0 time frame, so
Wow.
palm-sized PCs,
Yes.
Writing Embedded Visual Basic.
Yes.
I wrote a book actually on Embedded Visual Basic
Yes.
back in those days.
I've heard about that book,
and
yes.
so- Yeah, it's definitely. So I think I became an MVP during the CE 3.0.
Oh,
time
okay.
frame.
Yes. Same here, actually. I used to start writing content for 3.0. So
Okay.
we both, I guess, go back the same time. So you're familiar then with all the tools. You've been through all of them.
Yes.
Platform Builder.
Platform Builder from Platform Builder 3.0 and its not so niceness all the way up through the newer versions, as well as the embedded visual tools and all the versions of Visual Studio that
Wow.
have supported device development.
So definitely. So you really know all the sides. So I was wondering, so why don't you tell me about a couple of like anecdotes you have from being an MVP and working with our platform? What is something that you'd like to share with us?
An anecdote from being an MVP, I think the most enjoyable thing about being an MVP is simply coming and meeting other MVPs.
Yes.
Since I've been doing it long enough, most of the MVPs are very familiar faces. We usually spend time in the evenings at events, as not just the summit, but anytime we're at a developer conference. And we have got a pretty good camaraderie, I would say.
Yes,
and
I've witnessed that here
we
during the
tend to
summit.
be very vocal. I tend to be more vocal than a lot of people in complaining. It's typically not. It's to only improve the tools.
And that's
improve the
exactly
tool set.
why we need you guys, actually, and we're happy for any.
I've
kind of
actually used
feedback.
other tools for other devices, and without doubt, Visual Studio is best in class. But there are still a lot of things that I think that we shouldn't get complacent about, because there are a lot of pain points still.
What are these areas? Do you want to share those? And
you
you
know,
don't have to go into detail.
Absolutely, everything revolving around test for devices is still a very large pain point. After today, they are well aware of my displeasure
Yes,
with
and
test. Deployment is also a weak area, but still, as far as a development tool, it's definitely the best that I've ever used.
how would you say it's better than the others? Or do you just have a couple examples?
It's more intuitive.
Yes.
Using the tool is more intuitive. It's much easier to get done what you need to get done, rapid development. You've got all of the really nice, rich features that Visual Studio has, IntelliSense and all of the really nice UI. It's just the integration with actual device pieces that still need a little bit of work.
Yes, that makes sense. So do you develop mainly in Visual Studio, or do you use Platform Builder as well?
I do mostly Visual Studio. It comes and goes in spurts. I haven't done a lot of platform or driver development work in the last 6 or 8 months. Sometimes it does. So I've been doing largely application for enterprise embedded type applications.
Embedded type, okay.
Yeah, embedded and control systems.
Could you
things like that.
describe one of them or give us some details? if you
Sure.
want?
The two large projects that I'm on right now are, one is helping to create a development tool that
I see.
works for control systems, so to allow systems engineers to build control systems for plant floor automation and things like that
okay.
without having to write code.
So that's really a true embedded.
Yes, interfacing with Rockwell
Application.
PLCs and things like that. The other large project that I'm on is a municipal transit bus control system.
Oh,
So it's a
cool.
Windows CE device that handles The signs, fare box, passenger counts, things like
that's
that, as
awesome.
well as the route management for the bus.
And you guys use 6.0 for that? CE6?
That one is currently on 5, but we're migrating to 6. They're
Great.
migrating both their development tools for the OS as well as their application.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Wow, that sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's quite fun.
What you do. So, do you develop mainly managed? So, I remember one of your remarks today that you said you would even like to be able to write drivers. Using managed.
I actually span, I have done lots of managed code, lots of native. I've written drivers and kernels as well as managed.
Yes.
I am known in the group as the kooky one that tries to affect hardware directly with managed code. I actually played with the micro framework for a while.
Oh, you have to?
So
that's cool.
I helped along with the beta of that. So I've done a lot of, I understand how interrupts and hardware work, and merging that with managed code is a pet project and a deep interest of mine.
Oh, that sounds good. So your interest and experience is pretty wide then.
Yes.
So what have you done with Windows Mobile, or particularly what interests you about Windows Mobile?
Windows Mobile, actually, I do very little with. I'm almost considered a Luddite. I carry a really old phone, and I don't do much. Some of the stuff that I've done for Windows Mobile is I'm a co-founder for OpenNetCF, and we have the Smart Device Framework Library, which is used by thousands of mobile developers. So we definitely do that, and some of my partners do a lot more mobile work.
Yes.
We've tended to put ourselves into where our areas of strength are. So some of the partners will do more of the mobile, and I'll do more of the embedded stuff. So if they need to talk to hardware, they come to me. But if it's a UI, you don't want me anywhere near it.
Okay, no, that's good to know. That's good for all of us to know. But this sounds really cool. Yeah, I've worked with the OpenNetCF as well, and I recommend it.
Okay.
You guys are doing some great work. So is there anything else you'd like to share? Any thoughts for the future?
I hope that we continue with the tool set that we have and continue to get better. Historically, we've had great success getting where we want to go, and I want to see that continue to grow.
Yes, that makes sense. No, thanks very much for the feedback. And
thank you.
Be sure we listen to it and make sure to implement. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of your stay here.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.